Hey Bunny, see you in a few hours. Ella va contigo.
Dale, buen trabajo. ¿Quieres conmigo?
Lali. Good morning, buenos días, annyeonghaseyo, bonjour, buongiorno. Oh my gosh, this looks so different. I put the 60 frame per second on my phone. I'm gonna see how this goes with the storage and everything, all the space I have left, because you know by now that I'm still delayed. I'm behind on my vlogging, but I'm catching up. I don't have a lot of room on my external drive, as well as my hard drive, as well as my phone, because I have that many videos on here, that many clips. So let's see how this goes, but this looks fantastic. I love it. Anywho, welcome to Infusion Day. I don't know if you've seen the previous videos that I've done. There are two where I don't record the infusion process. There is one where I do. That's the one I'm going to link above. Over here, I think. The other ones you can check out in the playlist, My Life with Crohn's, or just type Entyvio in the title. It's easy to find. You know how to search YouTube. As I mentioned the other day, I believe it was yesterday, every infusion day is different. And if you watch those videos, you'll know it's true. Today was vastly different. As you can see, we woke up at 3 in the morning. I'll explain why. My husband had a 12-mile ruck march this morning that started at 4 a.m. So he got up at 3, and I figured, why not get up with him? Because today's infusion is at 12:30. That's the earliest I've ever had it. I know some people get them in the morning. Some people get them like the last slot in the evening or the afternoon. It works differently for different people depending on your situation, your work. Some people don't get any symptoms or any side effects, so they just go get their infusion and go back to work. So really, it just depends on you. Me, as you've seen before, or you will see, it does kind of knock the wind out of me a little bit. On the first day, right after the infusion, I just fall asleep. I wake up with a headache, sometimes a migraine, just a nice pounding on my head. Day 2 is all about drained energies and just flat out fatigue. It kind of feels like I have the flu, but not really. Remicade really made me feel like I had a flu for a week. Entyvio just makes me feel like I worked out at the gym the entire day the day before, did not get any sleep the night before, and then I just keep going like a middle-aged Energizer bunny. So I figured with that in mind that I should start my day as early as possible, because you know in the mornings I do a lot of things. Once I get that infusion right after lunch, I'm gonna be out. So I'm not gonna have time to deal with anything else. Right now I'm gonna get ready for my infusion. You know that I have to do pre-meds an hour before and the numbing agent half an hour before, or vice versa. But basically an hour before the nurse arrives, I already have to start getting ready for it. The nurse's table is not set up yet. So I'm gonna go get ready and then walk you through this very different infusion day. I'm running a little behind schedule because I really wanted to try to get the vlog up and running before I had to do all the infusion preparation stuff, but I'm telling you, I'm not used to the person coming over this early. It's already 1 hour before the infusion, so I do have to do either the pre-med or the numbing agent. I keep forgetting which is which. But all I know is I gotta set up that nurse's station right there. Gotta get something in my stomach too. Getting an infusion on an empty stomach is so bad. And you gotta hydrate. I've been hydrating though. I'm good about that. I've been hydrating. And I normally don't open the blinds all the way, but it's so cloudy out. It's kind of dark. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm gonna set up the nurse's station, get something in my stomach. Or no, I'm gonna get something in my stomach, set up the nurse's station, and that way I can take my pre-meds too. did a little extra this time because the more materials I get, the more my nurses, I see them struggling and like rummaging through everything that I have. So I pulled everything out. Let me show you. I separated everything so it's easier to find, as you can see, and I'm using my other hand so I can't point. But from left to right, you have needles, anaphylaxis kit, IV bag for today. Then back there, you have saline solutions, tubing, dressings, and then in the box, in the bin, there are the needles and other stuff that they need to start the IV. Here are my pre-meds for today. There's the sharps bin, and of course the trash can for all the other stuff that doesn't have to go in the sharps bin. Here in my other hand, I have my lidocaine, which is the numbing agent, which I'm gonna have to apply by myself because goodness, I don't see that my neighbor's home and my husband's not gonna be here. So I'm gonna try to do this by myself. I realized by looking at my pre-meds that they have to be 30 minutes prior to the infusion, that one and then is 1 hour prior. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna finish tidying up because since the guest bathroom is in use, the person is gonna come use the master bathroom, and I have a little bit of a mess in the bedroom. Nothing horrible, it's just, you know, you wake up in the morning, don't make the bed, stuff like that. Yeah, I think if I do this and stick to this plan, I should be good. I'm just a little bummed because I'm used to doing like a full face of makeup and then doing a promo for my home business right before my infusions, and I don't think I have that time today, but we'll see. I'm trying to be as quick as possible, just trying to get in position here, getting a stool ready. Okay, I think we're starting to get the hang of the lidocaine. You know that my first couple times were a big fat fail. I did not get instructions the first time, so I felt everything. It was quite painful. The second time I was told it had to be a thick layer. I thought I applied a thick layer, apparently not. The third time I did do it right, or rather my husband did it for me and we did do it right. The problem was that we put it right here in the middle of the forearm. We put it on both sides, and the IV ended up going right there. So now I'm gonna make sure to cover the entire area that is possible for IV sites, and that way I'm just gonna play it safe. Because needles around here are pretty painful, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I learned to get this, since I'm by myself, I'm gonna cut this beforehand. And this might seem like overkill for just applying a numbing cream to your arms, but it does say that you need an occlusive dressing. Occlusive meaning that nothing is going to seep through, so that it'll stay there, stay put until the nurse is gonna start the IV. Okay, I have my 4 little thingies here to wrap around. I'm gonna cut the gauze. This doesn't have to be sterile because they are gonna sterilize the area, the IV site. So this is just for the sake of covering the cream. This is so much easier with someone else. Now remember, we're making a thick pasty mess like the nurse said. So I'm gonna put some on here, and over here. I'm gonna play it safe this time. I think that should cover it, right? Ta-da! Big pasty mess. I don't trust this anymore. Last 3 times were painful. I don't want that to happen again. For the sake of it, why not? I mean, this doesn't hurt me anymore. Since I did have labs done 2 days ago, it is still pretty tender. Can we put this baby on? Oh no. Why doesn't this ever just go smoothly? Where is it? I can't see. I need a 3rd hand. That's as good as it's gonna get. I cut it too short. That was the problem. This isn't happening. All right, I'm cutting a bigger piece. Again. Did it! Right there. There. Right there. I feel so icky. Why can't my husband be home for this part too? I'm gonna try to find some more of this stuff so I can close this. There was another roll in the bin, fortunately. I did it! I got it, and it doesn't look horrible either. Last time I had some nice poofy sleeves, like from a 70s shirt. This time it looks pretty nice. I'm proud of myself. Let's clean up this mess, take the pre-meds, and wait for the nurse. Please do not judge the lipstick or my hair. I feel super crummy. Ooh. I had to get up from the couch because my husband left to get groceries, and this one, as you can see, is hungry. That's her way of telling me, get up, I need food. Let me just feed them real quick, and then I'll talk to you about the infusion. I told you, she's hungry. Tiene hambre. Ow. Yep, that was feed me. Hang on a sec. Okay, here we go. Infusion recap. I honestly don't know what you guys got to see because I told my husband to do the recording this time. I'll do my best to explain what happened this time around. As I mentioned at the beginning of the day and yesterday, every infusion is different. And I'm sorry that I look like this. Like, I don't have a headache this time. I don't have any pounding. I just feel very tired and my head feels heavy, as opposed to the pounding that I get is usually up here, just goes down. Now I feel heavy. Let's start with the IV sites. As I mentioned previously, this was a new nurse. I had never met her before, so obviously she doesn't know how to work with my arms or anything. The nurses do talk among themselves though, so she did come here already knowing I was a hard stick. That's how they refer to me, and not me being a stick like I'm thin, but a stick like stick my arm. I think somebody's here. Yeah, hang on, our house guest just arrived. Okay, I'm back, and actually something happened after I turned off the camera. My husband, who you know is at the commissary, or was at the commissary, got a call from work that all crew chiefs were called back to the hangar, even though he wasn't there, only in like a few hours in the morning, because the tool was lost. And when that happens in the military, everybody has to go back to work, and everybody's on lockdown until the tool is found. And this is because military tools are up in the high thousands for just one tool. So he's still there, unfortunately. I feel really bad for him. But let me tell you real quick about the infusion while my guest is taking a shower. I was telling you about the infusion site. You know that we are experimenting with the back of the arm, the middle of the arm, and my last infusion was here on the side of the arm. Apparently my veins weren't cooperating today. And as far as she explained, veins aren't really something you control. So even though I was hydrating, and I hydrate every day because I don't want kidney stones, she said it just really depends on the day. Your veins sometimes show, sometimes they curve, sometimes they're hiding, whatever. She found one here, which I absolutely hate, and she felt so bad that she was putting it somewhere that hurt for me, that's uncomfortable for me. Infusions are always the same as far as protocol. You have to start the IV and then prepare the medication, because if you prepare the medication and are unable to start an IV, then you just wasted anywhere from $7,000 to $20,000 in that one little vial. And I've shown you pictures of my medical bills before, so you know I'm not lying about the cost of the medicine. So she starts the IV, and if she gets a good vein, then she mixes the medication, which has to sit for 20 minutes. So she does a questionnaire while we wait for the medicine to mix. After the questionnaire, then she hooks up the medication, she takes my vitals, blood pressure, and temperature. There was one point though, and here's the thing. Remember I told you every infusion is different. I was starting to feel very lightheaded, like my head was all the way up here and really heavy at the same time. And I thought it was the Benadryl at first, but it was feeling too intense for it to be Benadryl. So she took my blood pressure again just to make sure it wasn't dropping, and she slowed down the Entyvio. My blood pressure did dip once when we were trying to do Entyvio in 30 minutes, which is why they don't do that with me anymore. My husband gave me a banana and some almond milk, and then I felt better. My nurse even worried, disconnected me, flushed the line and everything. My friend is done with the shower, so let me finish. It turns out that because my husband and I woke up at 3 a.m. today, the Benadryl was really getting to me around 1 in the afternoon, almost 2. And my nurse was laughing. She said, I can't with you. How can you not realize that you're exhausted from getting up at 3 in the morning and taking Benadryl and are almost done with a biologic? So she made it very clear, abundantly clear before she left, that I had to rest, which was not an issue, because about 5 minutes after she left, I was out cold, which is why I didn't record anything after she left. She left, I went to the bathroom, came back to the couch, and I was gone. I can definitely make a quick dinner by myself. I just choose not to. I'm actually not very hungry. I am supposed to eat, but I'm not very hungry. What I am doing is staying very well hydrated. This is my second bottle today, and it's almost done. And I am thirsty, but really I'm just tired. So right now what I'm gonna do is just keep watching the movie. I'm gonna upload the vlog. I didn't get a chance to upload earlier, and then we'll see what time I go to bed. Tomorrow I have a volunteer meeting, so I can't just stay up all night. I feel like crap. According to the nurse, it's perfectly normal to feel lethargic. That is the word that she used. Lethargic after the infusion. This afternoon at 5:30, I have a volunteer meeting. This time I applied to work in a homework lab. Today I received a reply telling me that I was ineligible for this position, but I came here because my resting heart rate has been between 90 and 115 the entire day.